And Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So today what we're going to do is we're still working in autumn. This is my latest. This is Woodland Walks. I have done it in the only way I can say is it's like a waterfall journal. The pages just cascade out. There is a link. It's a steampunk video that I did where I show exactly how I make the fins and put these pages in. You don't have to sew them. I sew them because I don't glue them. I only glue them to the fins. I don't glue them around the edges. I like to sew mine. If I remember, I will put the link, but I do my videos, I schedule them in advance in case I need to take some time off, anything like that. Anyway, enough of that. So these, I like my policy envelopes, but I saw these, I've seen these a few times on Facebook and on YouTube. There's a lady called Lillian, I think, and I hope I'm pronouncing her surname, Guerra, that does these all the time. She does them for Christmas. And I'd seen them before and I thought, oh, they're interesting. And then I stumbled on her channel and I watched her and I thought, yeah, I'm going to do some of them. So we've got little journal cards inside, or tags, or whatever you want to call them. But I thought for the autumn and Christmas, well, any, you know, deep pockets and the little flaps, because I like tags with flaps, and that looks really cool. And then you've got the shorty ones, and yeah, the little bobbles do make bulk in your journal. However, the way I do my journals, you'll see, because they're on fins and because the fins are 1/4 inch apart, it's not going to make a gator mouth. However, a gator mouth doesn't bother me, but some people don't like gator mouth journals. And I give myself 1/4 inch between each journal page for bulk of lace, tags and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some of these. They're made out of junk mail. We'll just put that one over to the side. And this is a large envelope that got rather ripped. But I don't think we'll deal with that one. I think we'll do the smaller ones. I don't usually do them with windows. I usually keep those for windowed pockets. However, you can do that. You can use that as the door or whatever. So what I've got is I've got 2 envelopes. These are cabbage dyed. Not really autumn colours, but they're going to get covered. Let me get my ruler out. The envelopes are 8.5 by just over 4 1/4. Yeah, just a smidgen over 4 1/4. I don't measure it, but there you are. It's just over 2.5. And that one, I seem to fold them down the same each time, but I don't usually measure them. I just fold it down to what I think looks right. So we'll work on this one, and then what I do is I'm just going to cut a slither off this. And if you're like me and you can't cut a straight line for the life of you, you can do it on your trimmer. My trimmer's too big, so I don't bring it over to my desk. It's just next to my desk here. And then you've got the fold, you've got the crease, but what I do is I cut that down that crease and then about 1/2 inch more. And if you don't get it right, Doesn't matter. Like me. Can't cut to save my life. There we are. And then what we do is we bring that one down, and you can see I haven't cut it properly. It doesn't matter. Then what I do is I cut to the crease, the original crease. Pop that away. And the reason I do that is because you're popping things in the envelope, I like to have just a little bit of where's my glue stick? A little bit of strength there. You can put washi tape or whatever, and then all I do is I just glue stick that down. And there we are. And as you can see, I haven't cut that straight. But never mind, because we're going to cut it, so we're going to cover it. And do you know what? I'm not that bothered. We're just going to leave it. And what I've got is I've got some papers from the digital that and I think we'll use the flowered ones. So what I'm going to do is I normally have a border, but I haven't had a border with these. I'm going to try it with a border. I do like my borders, and even though it's cabbage dyed, you can still cover it with lots of brown ink. So I'm just going to go in a little bit, and this is my extent of measuring, and there's the, so I'm just going to trim that, and there we are. We've got our piece there. And what I want is I want a piece to go in there, and I'm going to use boob page for that. And again, I am going to take, I need to do a kind of a smidgen inside so that it fits into the pocket. And then I'll just trim it up afterwards. You can see I've not cut that top straight, so we'll just take it in there, take that to there, and I want this to come into the pocket, so we'll just do this, and this will get glued down and just fit in there. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to fold this down first. Yep. We'll just stick it down first, then we'll fold it. So I'm just going to slip it in, and you do get a little bit of wiggle room with I'm saying you do get a little bit of wiggle room. And I'm just pulling that up to the top. Okay, and I do stitch that, so I'm not that bothered. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take this down here and take that off. That one's already in, and I am putting a glue stick on, but I'm also going to put just a line of glitter, art glitter glue on the outside. And this one's got a This one's got a little border, which is fine. And then we'll just smooth that off. And then I can see where my... Now I want a roof. And I think I might do a book page. This is Dutch. It was a book I picked up in Cyprus, and it's very crumbly, so it's no good for me to use as journal pages because I would have to stick 2 or 3 together, and it is quite a thick paper, but it just crumbles. And what I want to do is I want to use this, and I want the text on the roof, so we'll put that to one side. And I want it to go over. It may crack, but that's fine. So I'm just going to take it down here, and then I can use that again. And again, as I said, this gets, let me have a look. Do I want the tiny, tiny print? Oh, I think I like that. Yep, so it's going on that way. So again, and then I'll open this up so that I can get it on perfectly. If you don't get it on, you know, if you have little bits, you can always trim them off. You can put lace over them, you can put labels over them. It's your project. There, you can see where it's cracking, which is fine. I quite like that. I quite like the book page roof, because what I am going to use is I've got some book page pumpkins that I'm going to use, and I've also got a little doorbell. I think it's maybe I was just checking out all my bits and pieces. Like that there. This is autumn, but there is a couple of little fairies and bits and pieces on here. And I think we'll have that up there. Do I want the black door, or do I want the gold door? See, I'd actually painted that over the top, and I think I want the gold door. So we'll have that. I'm going to use that glitter glue. I'm just going to put it there. I'm just going to pull it down a little bit. And I think I'm going to have a little bit of this book page on the bottom, so it will hide the little bit of the border, which is fine. And do I want it? I think I'm going to have it up the rough end. Oh. That's it. Some of it's like the rough bits that have been, when it's been ripped out of the book. And then I'm going to trim this off. Be careful not to open the bottom of your envelope by cutting it. And I think we'll have those. I think we'll have them on there. I thought I'd maybe I think we'll have this little cone. Just inking round it, we'll have the thistles there, and the pumpkin there. Yep. So again, I'm just going to ink round. Okay, I think I want these coloured a little bit. I've got some, oh, I'm in the wrong way. I've got some iridescent paints here. Right, give me 2 seconds. We'll go with this. Oh, it's a bit much, but put some on that one as well, and some on that one. Now this paint I got from Temu. Yeah, and because it's pearlized, it does show on the black card. Probably shows more on the black card than it does on any other. Oh, we'll have a little bit of blue. And we'll just that off, and we'll have a bit of this green. These are similar to the twinkling H2Os that we used to get. I've still got mine. I think you can still buy them. And they were like very, very heavily makered paints. I want a little bit of this pink. Now I'm getting a bit particular. I shouldn't. I was just carried away when I'm painting. I don't know whether you can see that, but it is quite heavily makered. I'm trying to see through the screen. Yeah. And I don't have the link. It was just I bought it from Temu and that was it. So yeah, you should wait till these are dry before you stick them in, but this is video and it will dry. And just gonna pop that down there. I'm tempted, I'm not going to. And the same with the pumpkin. No. I think I've actually got a pumpkin stamp that I coloured in with these when I was just playing about making tags. So we'll just pop that over there. And you know, if it's freestanding, you can leave that because that's journaling space. And the more journaling space you've got in your journal, the better. Because if you're using digitals, you usually find that most of the pages are full of digitals and you don't want to cover them, although I do put lines on my digitals. Right, so do have fabric glue here, and it's Trimet's fabric glue and I quite like it. It's not acetone based like Fabri-Tac, so it doesn't eat at your nail varnish or your nail gel or whatever. And then I'll just and I'll pop that down there. And we'll just cut this off. And again, this is something that I got from Temu or AliExpress. The cheaper the better. And then we've got that. And I'm just going to trim one of them. I did, where is it? This one. You can see I actually dipped the little balls in ink. And I think that's what I might do, but I think I might use this and a paintbrush, and we'll see how it works. So I'll get my, and I think we'll go with this. It's kind of a dark coppery. Probably better if I do it with my sponge dauber. This is how I did it before. It's also wet in the sponge dauber, so it's mixing in with the ink that's already on there. And there's no rules to say that you can't use one of these sponge daubers. And then we'll just go along there. The edge. You don't have to. I'm just doing the balls that fall to the front, the balls, the side of the pom-pom that falls to the front. And there we are. And that's all you have to do there. You can use a makeup sponge or whatever. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to ink round. So I am going to get some, I think I'll use this rich cocoa. Overzealous there, but never mind. That's because I can't work on the mat and bring it in, so it's fine. And I think we might do a little bit more here. Make it a little bit of a grungy. Pop that back up there. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do some labels. I've got some, this one. And I've got some Tracy Fox labels. I love using Tracy Fox labels, so we'll have that one. So we'll put this one down first, and I'm just gluing in the middle because I might want to put something behind it. And this one's definitely going to go behind it. I'll do a little bit of inking on this one just to give it a little bit of brown. I think this is just a little scrap of paper. Maybe it should have been thrown away, but it wasn't. It's coming handy. And then I'm putting that right behind there. And again, I'm going to ink around this. And put that there. And I think we'll have number 63 there. nothing to do with Halloween, but it just goes with the colours, and that's fine. And if I wanted, I could have a little fairy on the roof, but I'm not going to. There's that one. If you wanted to you know, make the door stand out a little bit, you can go around the edges. Well, I'm going on the edges of the paper. Now we've covered the bottom of the door, so that's fine. And I'm just drawing a line, and it's just a zig pen that I'm using. And this is the lock. And there we are. And if you wanted, you could even, you know, do that, but I think I would tend to do that in a gold pencil. And it just accentuates the curves of the pumpkin. There is white lines there, and this is part of my pumpkin paper pumpkins kit that I'm still working on. But what I do is, you know, when I've completed a couple of pages, I print them out and then I use them because I want to see how they work. So there you are. So those white bits on the paper pumpkins, and then colour that the stem in. There we are. And that's it, that's that one. So I've now got 3 little houses. Are they not beautiful? I love them. So we'll do one more, and what I'll do is I will speed up the envelope part of it, covering it and everything, just so that you don't have to go through that boring bit. But what I am going to use is I'm going to use, like I did on this one, I use scrapbook paper, and this is a little A6 pad that I got from, I think, the Range here in the UK. I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to use that one, I think. Not sure which part. Oh, could we use that there? And that there. That's how I'm going to use it. So as I say, I will speed this up. So and as you can see, I've ink drowned it. You can see that I did bring that down a little bit and that one up. It's fine, you've still got journaling space in there. And I was thinking of maybe doing a little bit of book page. I'm just going to have a look what it's like inked, because I just like the shape of this. On the roof, yep. So again, and I know it'll crack, but I'm fine. And we'll just place that in the middle. And that one's cracked there, you can see, which is fine. And then we'll just fold it up. Maybe just need to stick that down with some art glitter glue. That's fine. But the cracking on the top just gives it more of an oldie. I mean, it's kind of a little wooden house. And then we're going to have this door here. Take that off. And I'm going to angle the corners. And then we'll ink round. Actually, I think I might do this in black, ink round it in black. I just want my black dauber. And I'll use, this is smoky grey, we'll see how black this goes. That's black enough. And we'll have a look and see what it looks like. Have it on there, but I tend to want it on the grey side. Now what I do want is I want the sort of like the grainy door effect. And let me have a look at this. Look at what this zig pen looks like on. No, I don't like that. I think that'll do. It's a thicker pen than my thin line. So what I do is I just, and it doesn't have to be a straight line because it's wood grain. And then to get a knot, you just come out a little bit like that and do a little. And we'll have a little grainy knot at the bottom there. And just start here. And have a knot there. And we'll go around it for a wee while. It's just a we've got a really knotty one there, so we'll put a knot there as well. Join that up like that to straighten your lines up. And there you are, and then you can do a line round. I know I've inked round it in black. Okay, so we'll have that there, and we'll have a big door handle here, and I'll try some of this over the top. It might dry different. I'll do a little bit of this in the wood grains. See what it's like. And you can see that was a Sharpie, so it goes through it. It's like an alcohol marker, but this is just getting stuck down anyway. And there we are. And I think we'll have this pumpkin here, and again I'm just going to my gold pencil, or you can use pencil crayons. And these pencils I picked up, they're Noir Metal High Tech. I got them in Cyprus. I got a silver gold and black, and I'm just kind of just reinforcing the sort of like the white marks. You could do them darker if you wanted. I'm going over some of them again. And the little stem. And I think we'll go around this one in the smoky grey. And just bend it like that to get in the curve. And I think we might have some, got little bits of ruler clusters here. See what we've got. I've got a cluster, but I don't know whether I want to. Yeah, I'm going to put that cluster on there, on the roof. And that'll do for me. So again, I'm just going to, and this is a digital cluster. If you go to my Tuesday treasures, my Tuesday videos are always Tuesday treasures, so there's always a freebie. And a couple of weeks ago on a Tuesday I did clusters, so you'll find it there. Well, pop that there, and that's pomegranate, from a pomegranate and pumpkins digital that I did last year for autumn. I'm just going to cut that off again. It's got black around it anyway, so it's fine. So it doesn't have to be, I mean, although it's a house, you don't have to have fences and things like that on it. Obviously I'm going to do some Christmas ones and have Christmas trees and little elf stockings and things like that, but it's up to you. If you want a little grungy house, you have a little grungy house. It's your rules. As Tim Holt says, you do you and he'll do him. There's no rules in junk journaling. And there we are. And I'm just swithering whether I should have some black lace. I don't know whether I've got some thin black lace. I have. Of course, this is a bit of a grungy house, so we could have some black lace. I've just sorted all my lace out because it was getting to the point I was buying it and shoving it in the drawer and then forgetting I've got it and then buying it again. Yep. So again, I'm using my fabric glue from Trimits. And I'm just shouldn't do that when I haven't got a cloth to wipe my hands. And I'm going to have that hanging down. And there we are. In a few seconds. Okay, so that's me back. So I've stitched round it, just did round the flap, and I just kept it orange even on the black. And there we are. So I hope you get something out of that. And what I'll do is I'll show you what these look like in my little journal. So we've got, we'll pop that one in there. That one I did off camera. This one, actually, I think we'll put this one in here. And then you can see the top of the thistles. And you put your little bits and pieces in there. And we'll put this one in here. I like the flap that sticks over. And even in the corner pockets that we did, you can pop them in there. And we'll put that one in there. And there we are. So again, hope you get something out of that. And you can see it's not going to be a gator mouth. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.